Good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here's a look outside live just before 9:30 on this Tuesday morning. A little bit of a breeze outside. Notice a slight shake to our camera and some mid-level clouds out there, some alto cumulus clouds. You can see a little bit of those little ripples in the clouds. Kind of cool when you have days like this and a little sun peeking through. In a few hours, we're going to be back to full sunshine, and the possibility there still of reaching above freezing temperatures later on. But right now we're in the 20s. As we look at some activity, some flurries are moving to Rochester, and a few of those also around Lake City to our north and east, and a larger, more extensive area of activity from around Owatonna, Medford, around Faribault down toward Albert Lea. All that moving to the southeast pretty quickly. What we're looking at out of that is maybe a few flurries. A little disturbances move through the area behind that little energy still providing some lift in the atmosphere. So at most, a few flurries. Doesn't look like much in the way of activity anyway. Nothing to measure, nothing to shovel out of this, but something to show up on radar and something to keep track of here this morning before we then break out into full sunshine again and get above freezing. Yesterday we didn't get up to freezing, but we still had enough of that strong early December sunshine to really melt away some of that ice on the pavement. That made a huge difference. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. The sun this time of the year is huge. That does a lot, even if it's not necessarily warm sunshine. As long as it's above zero or maybe above 10 or 15 degrees above zero, you have enough of that solar energy. Call it diabatic heating or surface solar heating, insolation, another term to use, to warm the surface, especially those paved areas, darker pavement, absorbs that sunlight and radiates it back outward as sensible heat, even if it's cold to our systems, to the touch for us. Our air is still cold, but that surface can get above freezing. That makes a big difference when you melt away some of that ice, and we saw vast improvement yesterday because of that. Here's a look outside. Some clouds have moved in for the time being. It's 26 in Rochester, on our way to about 33 or so for high temperature later on. It's 27 in Mason City, 30 in Winona. Right now 26. It feels like 14. Got a brisk west breeze, 16 miles per hour. That will be with us throughout the day. So kind of a cool breeze. It will never feel like the 30s. I will say that. But temperatures still, again, if you can get out of the wind, you'll feel maybe a little bit better on a breezy day like this. 14 the wind chill in Rochester, 30 in Winona, 16 in Mason City. Some flurries still possible for the next hour or two. Then sunshine, 33 the expected high. Tonight we'll have clear skies with temperatures in the 20s. That little activity popping up really begin to fall apart as it moves through the area. But a broader view of that, we watch that as it follows behind an area of low pressure that's now moving to the eastern part of the Great Lakes. Behind that is high pressure. I'll bring some sun for the next couple of days. Just a little breezy ahead of that high pressure. Anyway, looking at the pleasant midweek sunshine. 30s will be the highs up until about Thursday, and then a shot of colder air for Friday. Just one day, and then we'll turn things around for the weekend. Maybe a little snow to start next week. At this point, no major systems, though, on the horizon. 26 in Rochester. It's 29 in Green Bay. 31 in Rapid City. Even International Falls not doing too badly with these temperatures in the upper teens. Here's that system moving on to the east. Behind it, kind of a breezy day with some sun. Low in mid-30s today. Tonight, staying in the mid-20s with clear skies. Still kind of a chilly breeze. And still tomorrow, ahead of another area of high pressure. Still a kind of breezy day, but still a fair amount of sunshine. High temperatures tomorrow in the mid and upper 30s. Clouds thicken for tomorrow night heading into Thursday. Watching a storm system that's coming in out of the northwest. Watch this up there. That's an area of low pressure that will kind of graze the area. That's going to bring that cold front through late Thursday night and Friday morning. That allows for kind of a chilly stretch of sunshine for Friday alone, though, before we turn things around. There's a shot of warmth for the weekend. 33 in Rochester today, 37 in Austin, 34 in Preston, upper 30s in Decorah. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour after these flurries. Mostly sunny this afternoon. Mainly clear tonight. Brisk winds 24, and tomorrow a lot of sun. Still kind of a cool breeze, but really not a bad day. 34, maybe even a little warmer some spots. 7-day forecast, 30s through Thursday. There's that shot of colder air for Friday. And then a breezy weekend with some warmth building back in. A little minor system grazes us on Sunday with a slight chance of rain and snow showers. That a very minor system. Maybe a more significant system on Monday. Not a lot of snow associated with that, but that system is going to drag a cold front to the area. Gusty cold winds, 26 on Monday. by Tuesday of next week. The possibility there of only having highs in the teens, and by next Wednesday and Thursday, we may have sub-zero high temperatures. There is that possibility. Some very cold Arctic air looks to settle in. I don't think it's going to last a really long time, but at this point, 2, maybe 3 days of next week, possibly featuring sub-zero high temperatures or very close to zero temperatures, and definitely, I think at this point, very strong probability of sub-zero temperatures in the overnight hours for next week. So some really cold days ahead. In the meantime, enjoy today's relatively mild sunshine and this stretch of very peaceful weather we're going to enjoy right through the length of this work week. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.